So unless you want me to sue you too for defamation, then I'd be careful what you are posting about me. Oh no. Hey everyone, so the infamous Fetty Potter decided to message me on Twitter. So we're going to go over the conversation that I had with Fetty Potter, jasonsemmel. Alright, so I'm just going to read over the conversation in parts and what he said and my response. So let's go over it. Here we go. So he ended up contacting me at 12:14 a.m. last night, or in this morning, I guess I should say this morning. How about you learn all the facts first before you go around spreading this shit? I accepted the request and I said, facts. You said she was 20 and it was the first day meeting her. The mother posted a picture of you with the daughter, then posted a picture that she shared stating you gave her hickeys. Also, apparently, you knew she was 14 and been dating her since August. I'm sure the police are investigating and it is all over the internet as well forums. He then responded saying, I didn't know she was 14. She told me she was 20. So I was under the impression that she was 20. We talked, yes, but I wasn't dating her. I was like, okay, okay. So I responded back, okay, so you were under the impression the whole time she was 20 and had no clue at all she was 14 and no one told you otherwise. Let's just say she didn't tell you that. And the whole time you knew her, you thought she was 20. Okay, that can happen. And you say you weren't dating her at all and you only talked or possibly friends. Okay, fair enough. But why was there a post of a picture showing her neck with hickeys stating it was from you and you responded to it in a private messages with her? Also, just letting you know that the mother also stated in her post that her daughter might be pregnant, as will have an STD, and has other information slash posts that she wasn't going to share publicly, and that she shared with the police. So that's what I ended up saying in response. You know, give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he didn't know she was 20 and they were just hanging out and stuff like that. But you know, he already did lie to the police, and we found out that they first didn't just meet, they've been hanging out before. So let's see what he responds to that. So he actually responds by sending a screenshot of her Instagram, and all I see there is a photo of him and her together, and then a bunch of revealing photos, which shouldn't be on there. But anyways, he basically says here, this is her Instagram, which I have no idea which has to do with anything. He says we hung out 2 times before that last time, and she never told me that she was underage, and we never had sex, and don't have any STDs. So unless you want me to sue you too for defamation, then I'd be careful what you are posting about me. So, like, first off about that, what he just said, he told the police and everybody that he just met her and only hung out with her that one time. Now he's coming out saying that they hung out 2 times before that, and he didn't know that she was underage, that she was 20. Okay, you know, that can happen. That happens to people. Fair enough. I can believe him on that. You know, that could happen. But you know, they apparently they've been dating since August and been in a relationship, according to her. So I believe that he probably eventually did find out that she was underage and just kind of went with it. But what I find weird is that he says, and don't have any STDs. What is that like referring to? Like, we never had sex and don't have any STDs. So, like, he doesn't have STDs, so she doesn't have STDs? Like, is that what he's implying? Is that, like, he doesn't have STDs, so she shouldn't have any? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. And he's saying that he's going to sue me for defamation and be careful what I'm posting. But you know what? This is all in my honest, like, opinion, and, like, I'm just like reporting, so don't shoot the messenger. I'm just taking what was posted publicly, what was said publicly by the mother, the daughter, and Fetty, and I'm just sharing it with you guys just to inform you what's going on. I don't know Fetty personally. I don't have nothing against him at all. I don't know the whole story. I'm just reporting what I find out about. If he was smart, he would just come out and just straight up say everything that's came out, because the truth's going to come out regardless, because I know the police are supposedly investigating it. So I'm going to go on to my response to Fetty. It's kind of a ramble and a chat to him, but also if I kind of like not read it right, it's because I'm not wearing my glasses. I just put, yeah, she shouldn't be posting pictures like that on Instagram, but not sure what that has to do with what is going on. You told the police you only hung out with and met the first time. Regardless, you could have hung with her 200 times. It doesn't matter and isn't against the law. But you seem to ignore the mention about the hickeys and you responding to them. So clearly you had your mouth on her neck doing a hickey and not sure if that is legal or not. Well, for your sake, I would really hope you didn't have sex or any sexual relations with her at all, and that clearly she wouldn't have STDs if you don't. And like you state, you didn't do anything sexually with her. Now, Fetty, threatening to sue me in defamation over what mother already posted publicly, I'm just sharing what is already have been shared and said by others, as well as just my opinion. You know, that is a gray area, and when you would have to spend a lot of money pursuing me in court over this and would more than likely lose, as well as I don't live in your country. Also, if the police are investigating this and the mother does have other messages or proof slash evidence that you and her daughter did engage in any sexual acts, I'm more than 100% sure they are building a case against you and will be getting a warrant for your arrest later or fairly soon. I think you have bigger things to deal with than trying to intimidate or threaten me by stating you are going to sue me. And if you did try to sue me and you were investigated and found convicted of a crime, I don't think you would have a foot to stand on and would be going to jail. So this is the last thing you should have to worry about. And yeah, like I said, I usually wear glasses to read. I try to not wear glasses when I do videos because I don't want to like it kind of like has a reflection and glare with the screen as you can see. So I don't know. That's just why I don't. But anyways, that's what I said to him. You know, that's just what I said to him. So let's just see what he responded back to that saying. So after I said all that about him just ignoring the hickeys completely, just everything, he says, "Think what you want. Obviously, you don't know California laws, so good luck." What kind of response is that? Like, you just completely ignore a lot of the things I stated. I'm responding to what he states. So obviously, he's trying to beat around the bush, and obviously, he knows he did something wrong. And there's nothing wrong, if he honestly didn't know she was underage that whole time, like I don't see how he could be held accountable or responsible because like, in your mind you think somebody's a certain age, then you're like, okay, that's cool. And like you're dating or pursuing each other and then later you find out, hey, she's not. That just freaks you out and it's just going to ruin your reputation, everything. But like there just seems to be a little bit more to the story, and that's where I guess we're just gonna have to let the police, investigate it and do their job and see what happens. But anyways, I responded to him saying, "So you're stating you are protected and justified by California laws for meeting up with a child and kissing and giving her neck keys and whatever else you did with her, or go to her to or got her to do to you, all because she told you she was 20?" And then he responded, "I didn't know she was underage. How many times do I have to tell you?" And I respond back saying, "I know you have stated that. So even if you didn't know she was underage, you are justified and protected by California laws to meet up with the child and kiss her neck and give her hickeys and whatever else you two did." So like that's like I was just like trying to explain to him, like, even if like you didn't know, like, are you kind of like justified? Because like, it's like it's kind of weird. Like in the back of your mind, you figure he probably knew or something was going on. That's why they were hiding, lying, and just meeting up secretly and just like all that kind of weird stuff. Because when I usually meet girls, you could just like go to their house and like pick them up and introduce yourself to their parents and stuff. So I don't. That's just where I how I was raised and stuff. So, but anyways, let's see what he responds back to that, or if I ended up messaging again. But all because you didn't know she was underage. He saw that and then he just ended up, as you can see, you can no longer send messages to this person because he ended up blocking me. So yeah, I guess from what I understand is that he feels that regardless whatever happened, he should be, I guess, not held responsible or accountable because he didn't know she was underage. I don't know. I don't even know why he contacted me. I'm surprised he contacted me. If he just asked me nicely, hey, just to remove it, I would have removed it. Or he could have just like straight up talked to me and we could have like, figured this out. But like, it just seems really weird that he's deleting everything and trying to cover everything up, and then he just like blocks me, and I don't know, but that's just. I'm just reporting things, I'm just the messenger. Like I said, don't shoot the messenger. Those were the conversations between me and Fetty. It's pretty crazy. Basically, yeah, you guys can come up with your own conclusion. But I suggest not to. Keep an open mind on it. Don't judge Fetty based on it yet. Don't judge the girl. Just wait and wait for the police to do their job, because there's apparently a lot more stuff that was shared between Fetty and this girl that the mother has that she can't post publicly for the sake of the case and the investigation, but she's sharing with the police. So I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted and updated. I just can't believe that he actually contacted me. So because of what's going on, there's been some memes that have been being created. The first one's this one here. It says the new intros to their videos will have to say, "My name is Fetty Potter, and I'm a registered sex offender from the San Francisco Bay Area." That's so bad. This is all over Facebook, by the way. This is something I didn't create or have nothing to do with. All this stuff that I'm showing you guys, I'm just copying and pasting and sharing it from Facebook. So these are other people that are creating it. The next one is basically this one here. It says, so Fetty Potter from Braille Skateboarding is in trouble for sleeping with a 14-year-old. And it shows basically Aaron and Fetty there. Then the next one is Skater Stereotypes number 7, the sex offender. Skater stereotypes. Skaters get a lot of bad stereotypes. But, yeah, no, there's just a lot of them. Somebody actually found an old Twitter post from Fetty Potter back in 2015 saying, "Hey girl, you 17 yet?" So he even like was asking if the girl's 17 yet. But I thought in Cali legal age is 18. So I don't know what the laws are out there. I live in Canada where the legal age I believe is 16, even though it used to be 14, which is just mind blowing and stupid. But anyways, that is just nuts. So before I was blocked, Fetty also posted on his Twitter here. He put shout out to everyone telling me to kill myself. So I guess he's getting a lot of messages from people saying a bunch of stuff. Don't bother messaging or saying stuff because you gotta wait for the police to do their job. And then also on top of it, somebody that knows Fetty ended up responding to me and posting, and he says, this man can sue the F out of you if this isn't true. Go look up the definition of libel. This post is enough, let alone the videos you have made. Do what you want. It's a free country and all, but bro, you are not Kemstar." And that's the thing is like I responded saying that Jason messaged me privately, didn't deny kissing or giving her hickeys, stated that he didn't know she was underage and blocked me. I'm only sharing what the mother already posted, stated publicly. What if he is arrested, charged, and goes to jail? And all this is only in my opinion. Everything was just in my opinion on what was already posted. Anything he would have to pursue the mother for posting it to the public domain. Also, maybe Jason shouldn't be lying and just come out. The mother has other evidence and is going to the police with it all, so good luck. And that's what I ended up saying to this guy because that's the truth apparently, that the mother does have other evidence and the police are investigating him, and we're just gonna have to see what happens. It's unfortunate that it all got blown out to this proportion and went all public. It all probably could have been dealt with behind closed doors, but that's the thing with the internet and YouTube and people, and they just like it's just once it's out there, and there's nothing you can really do. And I had a dream about that the other night actually, that I was driving somewhere and somebody distracted me and I ended up hitting somebody with my car, and it was an accident, an honest accident, and everybody around starts pulling out their cell phones and recording, and I like, oh, freaking out, it was an accident, I'm sorry. But then like everyone's like, look at this guy, he ran this person over, and then bam, just I look like a bad person. Everybody's like, you ran somebody over, you're a horrible person. But it was just an honest, innocent mistake. So let's hope for Fetty's Potter's case that this is all just one big innocent honest mistake. He didn't know she was underage, that she told him that she was 20, and that he was under the impression the whole time that was the case. But like I said, we'll just have to wait and see for I guess the police, the cops, or whatever that's dealing with it to do their job, and see if they actually pursue charges, arrest him, and actually go to court with it and whatnot. Because I'd honestly be kind of curious to see what happens if they actually do nothing, or if they're actually going to do something. And if it does go to that point that it actually does go to court, is he going to get charged and convicted? Because if he does, that's just going to be a whole new turning point. And I don't know about you guys, but there is those pictures of like her with the hickeys, and that was clearly given by Fetty Potter, Jason Semmel, because he responded and it was in private messages saying, that you guys saw it in the other video. So obviously him kissing her neck and stuff like that. I don't know how a judge is gonna look on that. I don't know how you guys outlook on that. I just know it's a very touchy, sticky situation, and I'm just reporting it. So don't shoot the messenger. But regardless what I say or do, some of you guys are gonna love me, some of you guys are gonna hate me, and the people that do love me eventually are gonna hate me, and then some people that hate me eventually are gonna love me, and it's just a vicious circle that happens all the time. So I'm just, I'm gonna feel what I do, what is right, and either you guys can support me and agree with it or disagree with it, and hopefully you guys will still support me because you know what, I love you all, and this is just all just to inform everyone because it's just what happens. Fetty Potter. I don't know his situation with what skateboard brands or what sponsors he has or whatever, but I've seen him on Braille skateboarding, and he's in a position where he's a skateboard teacher. He's like internet famous and a celebrity kind of. So like, yeah, it's like he shouldn't be really using that position, but and he's a grown adult too, so it's not like he's an underage kid too, or some other person that doesn't know what they're doing. He knows what he's doing, so I don't know. I'm just gonna stop rambling. You guys, yeah, I'm just gonna see what happens, and I'll keep you guys updated with any more information that comes forward that I see. And if you guys have any information, please send it my way. You guys can DM me, send it to Facebook, or just email me. And yeah, I'm honestly shocked that he contacted me and that's what was said, and he could have said anything and that's what he said. So you guys can decide for yourselves. I just, in my mind, I feel he knows he did something wrong. He knew he screwed up, and he's just trying to cover it as best as he can, even though like he might have not been in the wrong, but it just doesn't look good because lying to the police, lying to the public, lying to your fans, and then beating around the bush and trying to cover it and do all this stuff just isn't good. It'd just be better for him to come out and just be like, you know what, I screwed up. She told me she was 20. I met up with her. We were dating. We were doing stuff. Whatever the case may be, if that was actually the case, and then I found out she was 14, and I was like, whoa. And then she tried to like threaten me or something. I don't know what the case may be, and he just went with it, or maybe he actually cares for her and he went with it. I don't know what the situation may be. Maybe they just were just friends and nothing happened at all. But just maybe the hickeys were for some other dude, and she just take Fetty and it just screw him over. We don't know the whole story, and that's the thing. Is like people are commenting saying, you know what, you don't know the whole story, and that's the truth. I don't know the whole story. You guys don't know the whole story. The only people that do know the whole story is Fetty and the girl, and Fetty's obviously not coming out with anything other than lying posts, apparently, from what the mother said. And we're just gonna have to go from there and just wait for the police to do their job and see what happens. I guess that's all we can do is just see what happens.